Ever dream about that small town life but can't imagine giving up the perks of a big city like San Antonio? You might be wondering just how far Castroville is, the little Alsach of Texas, from everything you actually need. Today, we're going to map it out. So think of this as a virtual tour where we use Google Maps to show you the real distance and, more importantly, the real travel time from this historic little town to San Antonio's most important spots. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything about living in San Antonio, Texas and its surrounding suburbs, then hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you're the first to know about the current market and life in this beautiful city. My name is Phyllis Domingo. I've lived here for over 20 years, and as a local realtor, I love helping people make their move to San Antonio. Whether that's 9 days or 90 days from now, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is in the description below. I work with clients relocating from all over the country and even internationally. Whether you're military, remote working, or just need a fresh start, I know how overwhelming it can feel, but that's exactly why I created this channel, to give you the info and insight you need to make a smart move to San Antonio and maybe even help you find your dream home along the way. So we're talking about the daily work commute, the drive to top-tier hospitals, the trip to great schools, and how long it really takes to get to the fun stuff on the weekend. If you're thinking about moving to the San Antonio area and want that perfect mix of quiet, historic charm, and city convenience, this video is for you. We'll look at the routes and traffic to give you the info you need to decide if Castroville can actually offer the best of both worlds. So let's get to it. So before we pull up the maps, let's get a feel for the place. What is Castroville? Founded way back in 1844 by Henry Castro, this is definitely not your average Texas town. It's located on the beautiful Medina River, about 25 miles west of downtown San Antonio, and it has this unique European vibe. The town was settled by immigrants from the Alsace region of France, and you can see what heritage everywhere you look. From the district's steep roof houses to the historic buildings that feels like they were picked up and dropped right out of a European village. Walking around Castroville really is like stepping back in time. There are over 50 historic homes and buildings, which gives the town a sense of preserved history that's tough to find. One of the town's coolest features is the Steinbach House. It's an actual 17th century home that was taken apart in Alsach, shipped to Texas, and rebuilt right here. It's basically a living museum. Another cornerstone is the landmark Inn State Historic Site, a beautiful kept in the mid-1800s that gives you a real connection to the past. But it's not all history. Castroville is a great spot for quiet outdoor living. The Castroville Regional Park has hiking trails, picnic areas, and river access for kayaking or just cooling off on a hot day. Paradise Canyon is only a 13-mile drive north, famous for its incredible limestone cliffs and river fun. So that's the appeal, a peaceful, historic town with a rich, one-of-a-kind culture. But now for the million-dollar question, the reason you clicked on this video. Can you have all this charm without being totally disconnected? Let's get the maps and find out. Let's hit the number one concern for anyone thinking about moving to a smaller town, the daily commute. How long does it actually take to get from the quiet streets of Castroville to the middle of San Antonio? So let's pull up the map. This is Castroville. I'll show you where exactly it is from San Antonio. So this is San Antonio right here, San Antonio downtown. Castroville is right to the west of San Antonio. Okay? So if we start in central Castroville and aim for downtown San Antonio Riverwalk, which is where I have these two red circles, The main route is US Highway 90 East. As you can see, it's a pretty straight shot. The distance is about 25 miles. So from here to downtown, this is 90 East. And you just go up, and that's where downtown is. Now, for the number that really matters, time, right? So with zero traffic, Google Maps says it's about 27 to 30 minutes, but the key phrase is, right? Without traffic. So what about the rush hour? The average one-way commute for someone in Castroville is about 29 minutes, which is a little longer than the national average. This tells us that the traffic is a thing. It's not the nightmare gridlock though, so you might be okay with that. Over 83% of the residents drive their own car to work, so you'll be in good company. So let's imagine a typical morning commute leaving around 7:30. So you'll hop on US 90 and head straight east. A major landmark you'll pass is Lackland Air Force Base. So I'm just gonna zoom in and show you where Lackland Air Force Base is. It's right here. So from Castroville all the way to your commute to San Antonio, Lackland Air Force Base, which means there's always a steady flow of traffic, but the roads are built to handle it. As you keep going US 90, it merges into the interstate that gives you a direct path, which is, this is US 90 and this is the interstate. Right here you have Interstate 35 or Interstate 10. So whichever way you go, you'll still hit downtown. On a good day, you could be parking your car and walking to your office within 30 to 40 minutes. On a bad day with accident or construction, you might be looking at 50 minutes to an hour. So that's a trade-off. For that drive home, you're leaving the concrete jungle behind and heading back to a place with a totally different rhythm. It maybe is a 45-minute commute. Is that commute worth it for a historic, peaceful community? That's the big question. And let's see about getting to the airport. So as you can see, Castroville is right here. The airport is right here. So there's two different routes that you can take. The route changes a bit, taking you up to 90 and then up 1604 and around down to 81, or you can go 90 and go up 410 and then you'll hit San Antonio Airport. The distance is about 30 miles and the drive is usually about 32 minutes if there's no major traffic. And for anyone who travels a lot, that's a very doable trip, making Castroville a real option. So the commute isn't short, but it's direct and predictable. You just have to build a solid 30 to 45 minute buffer into your daily routine. So that's where the airport is. So let's map out access to healthcare. When you're choosing a place to live, especially with a family or for retirement, knowing you can get to a good doctor is a must. While Castroville has local clinics or everyday stuff for big emergencies or specialized care, you'll be going into San Antonio. So let's map that out. San Antonio has the huge South Texas Medical Center, which is a world-class hub of hospitals and research. But you don't even have to go far. They've started building hospitals closer to the west side since it is a growing area. So we have a big boom in medical facilities. So let's start with one of the nearest full-service hospitals, which is Christus Santa Rosa. That's the oldest on that side of town, but there has been growth with two other medical hospitals, which is Baptist and Methodist. So I'll show you those. I'm going to zoom into the closest hospital, which is maybe about 18 to 20 miles, and that's usually gonna take you about 20 to 25 minutes. This is where the big medical center area would be. up here, the main medical center of San Antonio. But what I'm talking about is right here. I don't want to lose sight of Castroville. So what you want to do is you want to take up 90 this way and go to 1604 East. And in here, you'll see, you will have Baptist, Westover Hills right here. And then you have hospital right here, which is the Santa Rosa. And then the newest one of the hospitals is Methodist Westover, which is right over here in the corner of 151 and 1604. So you have hospitals really close to you. Those are the three in that area. So that's a huge selling point, right? It means you're less than half an hour from excellent care. So let's try another one. Let's try to see and plug in, actually show you where the medical center, like I said, of San Antonio. So there's different ways to do it, and the closer hospital in the whole medical center area is about 23 miles, and the drive time is about 25 to 30 miles. Again, that's totally reasonable for top-level specialized care. So you will have in here, show you this, like I said, this is the medical center of San Antonio. Castroville is right here. So you have different ways to get there. So you can go 90 up 410. This would be the easiest way to get there. Or you can go 1604 and up and down I-10. So that's another way to get there. What I'm going to do is zoom in and show you what kind of facilities and hospitals are in this area. So this is the Veterans Hospital. Right next to it is University Hospital. There is the Mace Cancer Center. UT Health San Antonio is a new hospital that just opened. Right across the street is St. Luke's Baptist Hospital, and right across the street from that is Methodist Hospital. So this is the Methodist Plaza where all the doctors are, and then this is the hospital right here. So it's the biggest hospital, or it's one of the biggest ones in the area. So like I said, it will take about 23 to 30 to 40 minutes depending on traffic to get to the medical center in San Antonio. There are also medical hospitals right downtown as well. For anything less serious though, there are plenty of urgent care clinics around and closer right at the edge of the city of Castroville. So what's the bottom line in healthcare? It's pretty clear you're not isolated in Castroville. Thanks to San Antonio's westward growth, you have quick access to some of the best medical care in Texas, with major hospitals reachable in under 30 minutes. And that's a massive plus for a small town. So if you're finding this virtual tour helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We put out videos like this all the time to help you explore Texas towns and figure out the best places to live. And if you have any questions about Castroville, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I will do my best to get you an answer. So let's talk about schools. For families, good schools are everything. So if you live in the Castroville area, your kids will go to the Medina Valley Independent School District, or MVISD. It's a highly rated public school district right in Castroville, and in 2022 the district got an A rating from the Texas Education Agency. So the district has several elementary schools. They are scattered throughout, and they also have one high school which is called Medina Valley High School. One thing to know about MVISD is that it's really growing fast, with student enrollment jumping from 5 to 10% each year, and that growth shows that just how popular the area is becoming. Even with all the new students, the district has kept its community feel. Plus, all the campuses recently earned a Purple Star designation for supporting military families since it is really close to Lackland, which is a huge deal with San Antonio bases so close by. But what about colleges? Let's get back to the map. First up, the University of Texas at San Antonio, or UTSA. So its main campus is on the northwest side of the city. So from Castroville, it's a straight shot up 1604, and the trip is about 25 miles and usually takes around 30 to 35 minutes. So let me zoom out. So you're gonna go up, like I said, 90, and then up 1604, and UTSA is right above this area right there. I'm gonna zoom into it, and there it is. University of Texas at San Antonio. So for a student living at home or a professor, that's really doable, a really doable daily drive. So next, let's map out the Texas A&M University San Antonio on the south side of the city. This route is a little different, but it's about the same distance. It's about 28 miles, and the drive is also 30 to 40 minute range. So let's up 90 again, down 410, and 410 is a loop, as you can see. It's a inside loop. 1604 is the outside loop for San Antonio. So Texas San Antonio is right here. So you can kind of see it's about the same distance. Now, those are the universities around here, but there are a lot more. But those are the ones that would be closest to Castroville. So finally, there's Alamo Colleges District, and it's San Antonio's community college system. They have campuses all over the city, and you can find one even closer. So for the one closest to Castroville, it would be Northwest Vista. And let me show you about where it is. So you go up 90 again, 1604, and it's right here, right by 151 and 1604. That's where Northwest Vista is. So when it comes to education, Castroville is in a great spot. You've got top-rated local school districts right in town, and you're within 30 to 40 minute drive of major universities and colleges. Okay, so we've covered work, health, and schools. But what about having fun? What happens when you want a night out on the town or family adventure? So let's map that. So it's really the same as if you work downtown. 90 and either 35 or I-10, and you're in downtown. The Riverwalk and the Alamo is one of the main tourism that we have here in San Antonio. And from Castroville, it's about 25 mile, 30 minute drive, like the work commute. So this means you can decide to head into the city for dinner, catch a show at the Majestic Theater, which is awesome, or show visiting families one of Texas' most famous historic site, which is the Alamo. That kind of access is really amazing because it's not far at all. Now, what about the big family attractions? So let's start with SeaWorld, and then we'll jump into Six Flags Fiesta Texas, about roller coasters and stuff like that. So again, Castroville is right here. So the main highway to go into San Antonio is Highway 90. So to go to SeaWorld, it's right here where that little heart is. You go 90 up 1604. And then for Fiesta Texas, it's this little heart right here. So you just go further, a little bit further, and it's in the corner of 1604 and I-10. So our route takes us up 1604 for both of the theme parks, and the trip to Fiesta Texas is about 25 miles and around 30 minutes. And right by Fiesta Texas, there's also an outdoor mall called La Cantera. It's a very popular mall here in San Antonio. So again, it's an easy trip for a day of fun, and you can leave home in the morning, spend all day at the park and shopping, and be back in the quiet of Castroville by the evening. And don't forget the fun you can have right in Castroville. Like we talked about, you've got historic tours. So this is where the regional park is. The Steinbach house should be around there as well. There's the Koenig Park. You can have a chill Saturday morning, enjoy the local charm, then easily pop into San Antonio for a big event in the evening. It really is a 2-for-1 lifestyle. So there you have it. That's Castroville. Google Map tour. It's right there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. So after a little Google Maps tour, what's the deal with Castroville? It all comes down to balance. Castroville isn't just a suburb, it's a place with its own soul, a deep history, and that unique Alsatian charm you won't find anywhere else in Texas. But as we've seen, that charm doesn't mean you're isolated. The drive to downtown San Antonio is a manageable 30 to 40 minutes. World-class hospitals are even closer, some just 20 to 25 minutes away. Top universities are within a reasonable commute, and major attractions like SeaWorld and Six Flags Fiesta Texas are practically in your backyard. But the special balance is changing. Castroville is booming. New communities like Alsatian Oaks are being built, bringing new homes, and for the first time, big retail centers with stores like Ulta, TJ Maxx, and Burlington. This growth is bringing new conveniences, but it's also making longtime residents think about how to protect the town's historic character. It's a town at a crossroads right now, embracing what's next while trying to hold on to its amazing past. Living in Castroville is a choice. It's a choice for quieter streets and a connection to history. It's accepting a daily commute for exchange for that peace, to be close to the big city without having lived in it 24/7. So I'll end with a question for you. Could you see yourself living here? Does this mix of European charm and modern Texas convenience sound like your kind of thing? Let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for joining me on this tour. If you're ready to make a move to San Antonio or the surrounding suburbs, I am here to help. All my contact information is in the description below. Call, text, or email anytime. Whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, I'd love to help you find your perfect home. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone you know who's thinking about moving to San Antonio area. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.